at pagbunot ng baril dito sa issue ng road rage. Obviously, pag medyo grabbing traffic na dito sa ating bansa, medyo sobra-sobra na rin yung traffic sa ating bansa, magkakaproblema talaga sa road rage. But it does not give you the authority to abuse cyclists, motorcycle riders, or anyone in the public, the public concerned. It does not give anyone any rights to abuse and violate human rights of any individual that are plying our highways and road networks. So, ang gusto po natin, maybe in aid of legislation, either we will pass a special law particularly on road rage, or we'll just make sure we get the government agencies, gawin natin na talagang tuparin ng government agencies ang mga iba't ibang panukala na naging batas na protektahan ng ating mga motorcyclists, cyclists, and road riding public. So, may mga options tayo. May panukala, the safe passage, safe pathways. We have a safe pathways law that was exclusively for the use of our cyclists. So, sabi nga ni Senator Pia, na isang author ng ating resolution, paano naman itong pangako natin na may safe pathway sa mga motorcyclists and bicycle riders na abusuin itong mga katulad ni Mr. Gonzales na babanggain na lang at pistol whip pa at papalo pa nila ng ulo ng kanilang mga baril. So, for me, there are several laws that were violated kay Mr. Gonzales. Number one, violation of the firearms law. You are not supposed to you're only supposed to use your firearms, licensed firearms, especially if you have a permit to carry. So that's the question, kung meron ba siyang permit to carry. You can only utilize the firearm when it is an emergency. For example, your life is threatened. And that's the only time. And there's also particular guidelines on that particular time when your life is threatened. Pangalawa, tinanggal niya to, linabag ang batas dahil linabas niya yung baril niya, wala naman dalang armas yung kanyang kalaban. So obviously, it's an abuse of authority. So there are human rights violations being done to the cyclist. So maraming mga multiple cases, at hindi lamang suspension ng driver's license yan. Sa ibang bansa, sa DMV, if you are caught driving under the influence of drugs or alcohol, sa Estados Unidos, automatic cancellation of license mo yan. They cancel it. Hindi ka na makapagmaneho. So, dapat dito, hindi lang show cause order, hindi lang suspension of driver's license. Dapat automatic when you're in a road rage incident and you use your vehicle to harass or to violate the human rights of others, dapat yan automatic cancellation of license. Dapat yan automatic cancellation of license to possess and own firearms and cancellation of all the permits to carry. And confiscation of all firearms. Confiscation dapat kagad gawin nila. And let's see what other penal provisions we can also recommend to be placed under a new road rage law, anti-road rage law. We will offer him protection for his testimony if he so wishes, kung gusto niya. Kasi yan nga ang medyo mahirap sa batas natin. Kailangan mag-file ng complaint yung cyclista para ma-actionan at makasuhan itong taong ito. But there are times when government can intervene. Kaya, di ba mga cases filed in court, the people versus so-and-so. Di ba? The people versus Philippines versus so-and-so. The people of the Philippines versus so-and-so. So, not necessarily na kailangan mag-file ng case ang cyclista or file a complaint. Because, for example, in an issue of murder, kung saan binangga ng isang driver ang isang tao, siyempre patay na yung tao. Paano niya kakasuhan yung driver? That's why it is the people of the Philippines versus so-and-so, Juan de la Cruz. So, in this case, under that bill that we're planning to file, automatic motu proprio, the DOJ can file a case under the new laws, a special law on road rage. So, hindi na po natin kailangan na mag-complain pa ang oppressed or offended party. Well, if he doesn't, I don't know. We'll ask, mas mabuting tanungin natin si Senator Bato, but I'm sure iimbitahin yun. At Senator Grace ba? Lead committee? Senator Bato. It's Senator Bato. I'm sure iimbitahin po natin yan. Pag hindi siya dumating, it's the prerogative of the chairman of the committee to file a subpoena for him. And I will sign. I would gladly sign the subpoena for him to attend. Well, depende sa mga hiling ng mga senador. So when the investigation is ongoing and we need his testimony, particularly on what he had done after the incident. Kasi ang sabi niya, initially ang sabi niya, tinutukan niya ng baril, tapos maganda na binalik daw niya yung baril niya sa bulsa niya, sa holster niya, at kinausap daw ng maayos. E nung nakita natin yung CCTV, na binatukan, hinabol at drinag pa niya, kinuyod pa niya yung bisikleta ng cyclista. So obviously, he was covering up. So definitely, it would be good to get a clear picture of what had transpired. Buti na lang may CCTV, buti na lang may kumuha nun at may CCTV. Alam mo, ang kawawa dito, ang napakaraming kababayan natin na inaabuso ng ganyan, na motorcycle riders and bicycle riders, na hindi nakaka-capture ng CCTV at hindi rin nakaka-capture ng individual video or blogger or may pasok o ma-file online. Alam mo, maraming ganyan nangyayari siguro araw-araw pero hindi na ibubulgar. At kawawa naman yung ating mga bicycle riders and motorcyclists. So, malaking issue to. Nagsama-sama lahat ng siklista ng bansa. Parang nag-rally sila behind this guy. So we have to also show that the law is in favor of them, in protecting them. Thanks.
Sabi kanina ng Dole, parang marami nga sila dun sa legends. Marami daw dapat basis para dun sa living wage.
Alam mo kaya hindi na ako nag-attend ng Dole kasi useless eh. They'll always stay neutral. The Dole will always stay neutral, which I think is a misconception and it's a wrong position to take. They should not be neutral. They should always fight for the welfare of the laborers. Now, let me remind you, the 40 peso wage increase was only in NCR. Up to this day today, 350 pesos pa rin yun sa Mindanao, ang minimum wage ng agricultural workers. Non-agricultural workers, a little less than 400 a day. Ba, ang presyo ba ng bigas doon ay mas mura kaysa dito? Pareho, last I checked, pareho pong presyo ng bigas sa Mindanao at dito sa Metro Manila. Yung presyo ba ng kuryente, mas mura doon kaysa dito? Last I checked, mas mahal ang presyo ng kuryente sa Mindanao kaysa NCR. Mas mura pa dito. So, the cost of living has increased all over the country. And they need that decent wage para makabuhay sila ng disente. Kaya itutulak talaga namin yan. We're pushing that before the year ends, again, by December, we'll pass the legislative wage bill. It may not be a priority in the LEDAC, but what is important is the Senate will make a stand. We'll pass it here. Pag naipasa na namin yan, lalapitan ko na po ang ating Pangulo at makikiusap po ako sa kanya. And pag pumayag po siya, ay hopefully the mababang kapulungan ng lower house will be able to pass a similar measure so that by next year it will be a great Christmas gift for the Filipino people for 2024. But we need it.